Week 10 NFL predictions, James Harden, as well as Watch Dogs 2 and Modern Warfare Remastered Easter Egg. All this and more on today's episode. Hello guys, hope that you don't mind this different format, trying something different because last episode was a major pain. Nevertheless, I hope you all enjoy. First up, I have my Week 10 NFL predictions. So, Chiefs versus Panthers, I'm going to give it to the Chiefs on this one. Broncos versus Saints, I believe the Broncos are going to pull this one out. Rams versus Jets, the Rams are going to take it on this one. Packers versus Titans, the Packers are going to come out. Falcons versus Eagles, Falcons are going to get it done. Vikings versus the Redskins. Vikings are going to be up on top. Texans versus the Jaguars. That's probably going to be the Texans. Bears versus the Buccaneers. It's going to be a very close game. It's going to come down to defense on that game. I'm going to have to give it to the Buccaneers. Same thing for Dolphins versus Chargers. It's going to be a very close game. It's going to come down to defense. I believe the Chargers are going to pull it out. 49ers versus Cardinals. 49ers aren't doing so hot, so I do believe the Cardinals are going to come out and get the victory. Cowboys versus Steelers. Cowboys are just doing phenomenal, so I'm going to have to get to the Cowboys on this one. Seahawks versus Patriots. Seahawks might put up a good fight, but unfortunately I do believe that, or fortunately, however you want to look at it, Patriots are going to be coming out on top on this one. And Bengals versus Giants in Monday Night Football. I believe that one's going to go to the Giants. And Thursday Night Football proved that the Browns would not be receiving their first victory of the season, and the Browns will lose to the Ravens, 28-7. For NBA players and stuff whatnot about going around the NBA, the Cavs do not go undefeated in a loss to the Hawks, 110-106. So unfortunately, a lot of people were like, oh, Cavaliers are going to go, they're going to break the record. They're going to break Golden State's record. No, that didn't happen, so. And speaking of the Warriors, Klay Thompson seemed to have found his hot spot, and he was draining an insane amount of threes against the Kings. He had scored 52 points. It just shows how aggressive the Warriors can be, and with deadly range, this may be one lethal situation that many other NBA teams are going to have to face and overcome. I truly just, that was being a Clevelander and now not really caring for the Warriors. I do have to give it to Klay Thompson. He is definitely one of the best three-point shooters around, and he can drain them. So I give it to you, Klay Thompson. That was amazing shooting. Thunder. Westbrook had scored 36 points and had put up a great fight against the Raptors. Sadly, the person who Kobe Bryant said, who, and I quote, was the most athletic player he had ever faced, end quote, just doesn't have the team to finish out sometimes. Again, I think Russell Westbrook is just an amazing player. He's just got to learn how to finish out with his teammates and just learn how to do well now that it's almost as if he's a one-man show. The last thing I have to talk about for my sports is the Rockets. All eyes are on James Harden as the Rockets, and he had overcome the Spurs 101-99. It is questionable he could be MVP this season and is on pace to one of the best NBA seasons ever. Harden is definitely a player to watch this season. I believe that Harden is going to do really well this season, and I haven't really watched the Rockets at all, but just knowing that they beat the Spurs and the Spurs destroyed the Warriors, just knowing that the Spurs are going to be one of those top teams this season, that says something about Harden and the Rockets. So definitely a team and a player to look out for this NBA season. As we move on to gaming, Watch Dogs 2. Ubisoft believes Watch Dogs 2 will fill the space for a lack of an Assassin's Creed game this year. Watch Dogs 2 looks to be a promising sequel that might just even be better than the original one. It was also noted that there is no guarantee an Assassin's Creed game will appear launch in 2017. Watch Dogs 2 was set to launch November 15th for the Xbox One and PS4 and November 29th for the PC. Watch Dogs 2 looks like just to be that rare game you get when the sequel is actually better than the original. Will that play out? I don't know, but just from trailers I've seen, Watch Dogs 2 looks like a pretty good game. Next thing we have to talk about on gaming is the Mass Effect Andromeda, yeah, I believe that's how it's called. The new Mass Effect has been confirmed, and it seems to be using the Frostbite engine, the same one that is used in Battlefield. Oh my, you can only expect those type of graphics. It is said to have a way to get around the ending in Mass Effect 3. No release dates confirmed, but multiple sources have said it will be released on the Xbox One, PS4, PC on March 21st. I personally have not played Mass Effect. My one older cousin had said it was an amazing series and he loved it. From what I've heard of Mass Effect 3, the ending's like kind of weird, and like I think it's like a real story ender. And don't quote me on this, because believe me, I really don't know. But if they're making a new Mass Effect, I think some people are going to be pretty excited about it. So that's why I wanted to put that in there. And yeah. Next thing we have to talk about is the Fallout 4 PS4 mods. Fallout had tweeted that Fallout 4 will be allowing mods on the PS4 as later this month. This should make PlayStation players happy, as it has been a decent amount of time since PC and Xbox holders have had mods. Yeah, it's been a very long time, I believe, since the Xbox and PC players have had mods for Fallout 4. So PlayStation's finally getting its turn, so that's good to hear. Two more subjects to talk about. Second to last one is Battlefield 1. This has been DICE's largest launched game, as a total of 59 million of hours were played, and although DICE had not released the amount of copies that had been sold, but it is believed that it could sell 16.5 million copies. Absolutely insane. That is definitely just mind-blowing to know that the jump that, Battlefield 3, a lot of people played Battlefield 2 Bad Company. Some people loved it, some people hated it. People who loved it played Battlefield 3. Battlefield 3, in my opinion, was one of the best Battlefields that had ever been made. Battlefield 4 was more of just a reskin of Battlefield 3. It was still good. You were able to do a lot more kind of stunts and stuff. It was more of a kind of silly shooter. Obviously some people played it for competitive, but there was a lot of times that people were playing it for non-competitive purposes. It took a major drop when Hardline came out. Even though I personally enjoyed Hardline, a lot of people didn't. And then just to see it skyrocket through the roof with Battlefield 1, that's amazing. Unfortunately, though, I still don't believe that Battlefield 1 will do as well as what I will talk about in my last subject for gaming today, and that is Modern Warfare Remastered. That's right, MWR. There had been a glitch in COD 4 campaign where you would be able to fall through the map. And as a tribute to that wild glitch, MWR has a caution wet sign right where the glitch had used to be. That's right, Raven had put a caution wet sign. A caution wet sign. Those yellow signs you see in grocery stores after they're done mopping. They put that in the game. I thought that was a cool little Easter egg they did. Very cool. That was humorous. It's funny. And all in all, I think that was a good addition to the remastered campaign. Still, I think Infinite Warfare, as I've heard, is doing a lot better than when people originally thought it was going to be. I know that snipers and quickscopers have been using the intervention once you prestige, and that's been working out for them a lot. Modern Warfare Remastered just looks absolutely incredible. Still wish I could play Battlefield 1 and Modern Warfare Remastered. But, oh well, it is what it is. So, yeah. Please give me feedback for if you think this is an acceptable way to the morning show or not. This format, this, NBA gaming and then Counter-Strike gaming and all that other stuff. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching. Twitch and Instagram in the links below. Leave a like if you enjoyed and want to see more. Feedback is always nice on knowing how to improve myself and the show. Any comments, questions, or concerns, please feel free to leave in the comment section below. And thank you for tuning in to the Mayhem Morning Show. I hope you all enjoyed. Catch the Mayhem Morning Show every Sunday at 8. This has been the Mayhem Morning Show. I will catch you all on the next week's episode.